What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. So in this video I'm going to do just a little driving around and a little bit of tuning, probably just here and there. I want to tune up the drivability. I'll save the maybe we'll do a couple of rips, but I'll save all that for a little bit later. For now, we're just going to tune a little bit of drivability, and I want to do some idle tuning and maybe some startup stuff as well. You can hear it's kind of missing right now. I'm not sure exactly what that's due to. It's kind of always had this little miss. I don't know why it does that, to be honest. It could have a burnt valve maybe, but it's just always done that. It doesn't really have any problems once it's revving up a little bit higher, but even being at 13 air fuel, it's misfiring. So I'm gonna hop in here, show you guys what I'm working with here. So I was just looking at the engine coolant temperature corrections, and I just changed some of these to try to get it to be a little bit leaner, because I feel like the tune was pretty spot on, except for right now it's like misfiring like crazy. So I think maybe if we richened it up just a little bit at idle, it might be a bit better, but it's tough to know. I'm gonna have to do a little driving first and see exactly where the tune is, because I want to mess with these at some point, these engine coolant temperatures. But now I think it's probably mostly in the intake air temperature settings, because I had this tune what I felt like was pretty dialed in, and it's changed on me. So when that kind of thing happens, it kind of bums me out, you know, like I had the tune dialed and then it feels like it's like different all the way around the whole map, which to me means that some of the compensations are probably wrong. The other day I was messing around with the I think it was the injector calibration, and I was messing with the offset over here, and it looks like those values are back to before I had messed with them. So I think I had a lot of these values up way high. So if I go up to, say, like 1 at 13 volts and I upload that, seems like it runs pretty similarly. But I think I might have had this, I don't know how high is too high. I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong, but it got way richer there, which I think that's might be too high. Because I have real-time update on, but it just went down to a 10.3. So I think that could have been what made my what made everything get richer. But it's funny because when I do that, it seems as though the car does run better, but I do think it might still be missing. I'm gonna pull a little bit out of it. Seems like it's running better. So we're on a 13. We'll see see what it likes once I get it out on the road. Yeah, guess we just gotta see what happens. I think our tipping is super lean. So I have my tipping. Okay, so the tipping was set for minus 100. Oh, that's much better. You can tell if the car kind of falls on its face for a second when you first hit the gas, the tipping is probably not correct. So you want to mess around with it. I had it auto-calculate, and it went to minus 63%, and that's over just the stock injector size. That's calculating versus like, because I put in my 800cc injector size. Oh my god, this car is going around the block, just smoking everything out. He must have did like a seafoam treatment or something. If you guys haven't checked out my Marvel Mystery Oil video, I highly recommend that you go check it out. it's pretty it's a pretty popular video. It got a lot of love. It's one of my better videos. But anyway, I'm gonna see if we give it a little bit more tip in here. So I'm gonna go to like, see if we go to like -40, and we'll see if we do that, what happens. Sounds like it likes it. Yeah, I think it likes that even better. So we'll probably leave it there. I need to get some fuel in this thing. I'm almost afraid to rip it just because of we're gonna starve it of fuel. Seems like it's running pretty good though right now. I think wherever I have the injector offset is pretty good. I do think I had it a little higher the other day, but it's tough for me to know where I should be with the injector offset, because the issue is with that, I don't necessarily know what it's supposed to be. I don't know what the injector offset is supposed to be, because these are just injectors out of a stock LS truck, and there may be information out there, and Hunter Tuned I think had some info on it, but you know, I don't really know exactly what the dead times are and all that stuff, so that's kind of tough for me too. But yeah, maybe I should get some gas. I think next time I'm out, I'm gonna have to definitely get some gas. I'll try to do a couple of little pulls for you guys. As long as my fuel is good there. We're gonna have to watch the air fuels, see what happens with that. But yeah, the car's driving pretty well right now. It's a little bit rich kind of all around. I did want to fix a few of those issues here. This person in front of me is really putting a damper on everything here. Yeah. So I did order some pedal pads, because this car, let me put up the back windows, maybe you'll be able to hear me. Hopefully the footage isn't all garbage. But I ordered new pedal pads for the brake and for the clutch, because my foot is like grabbing on the clutch pedal in a weird way, and it makes it so that my foot doesn't slip in a predictable way. It like hangs onto the clutch, and then I end up like just dumping my foot off to try to like get off the clutch, so I'm not riding the clutch, and then I end up just like jerking it into gear. Oh, this person's taking a right too? Oh my god, no. That, see, it just bangs into gear. She was not happy. I don't know why everybody's so upset about this car. I think it's very cool. But, yeah, so up in here, we're definitely a bit rich. The whole lower section of the map is pretty rich. Once we get up here, we're looking pretty good. So I gotta try to figure out what I'm gonna do with that, whether I am gonna compensate in the tune. I think we'll go to the tables, and I'm just gonna grab, we're pretty much good from, we're even kind of rich up in there. Kind of going too slow for fourth gear here. But yeah. I have cell tracing on for once, actually. It actually works with HTS, which is super cool. So I can actually see what part of the map I'm actually driving in, which is kind of nice. car is not by any means the fastest car on YouTube. I had a guy comment that the other day, and I shouldn't have responded, but I couldn't help it because I don't think this car is that fast. You know, I'm not out here saying I got the fastest turbo Honda. I never once said that. I don't believe that. This car is not that fast. But this car is so much fun. It's such a blast, guys. On 15 pounds right there, it's absolutely just freaking eating. It's so much fun. I want to just show you guys just what I've built, you know, and this is the purpose of the channel. It's not to say that this is the fastest or the coolest or the nicest looking. You know, there's always somebody out there that's going to be better than this and better than, you know, even the guys that everybody thinks are great. There's somebody better, you know, and they just don't have a YouTube channel or something. And you know what? That's what it is, and I'm not ashamed about this car being what it is. If I want it faster, I'll build the motor. But you know, it's just, this is what makes me happy. And this guy said, he said, slowest car on YouTube that I've seen. And I was like, you know what, dude? I'll race you in your mom's car, because usually trolls are, you know, living in their mom's basement. Well, like this guy, apparently, he's got some kind of turbo Miata. He's got all these turbo cars, and it's like, dude, if you're so awesome, why are you watching my channel? Why are you watching me? You know, why do you bother? But you know what? It is what it is. I have a good time in this car, and it seems like you guys enjoy it too. So hopefully you enjoy this little rip here. We're gonna do a little first to second to third. Uh-oh. Didn't feel good, guys. I think I just missed a gear. I thought I broke something. Actually, I definitely, something's wrong. I think I blew off a coupler or something, because it doesn't feel like it's making boost. That was weird. I'm gonna pull over and we'll see what happened. We'll see what happened. It seems like it's running okay. I thought I blew something in the trans or something like that. First gear's okay too. Let's see what we did. Alright guys, so I think I certainly found the issue. I came in here to check what happened, and I saw right away the blow-off valve actually blew off. Totally blew off the blow-off valve here. I don't know how or why, but this guy, he left the building. Maybe the snap ring wasn't in. I knew this guy was a bit of a boost leak, but I never thought that I would lose it like that. That was something. I got my O-ring here. I guess I'm just gonna like pull this guy off in the meantime. I don't know if this vacuum line is gonna leak here. Yeah, so it looks like this guy is, he just took a ride. So we're gonna just set him over here. I don't wanna lose this. I guess he was okay down here. So I'll put him down there. I'm gonna take this O-ring in with me, and we're gonna lift this thing back home. I guess it was fun while it lasted, but I gotta try to get that guy more firmly placed and back on here. I guess that's good that that's all that we broke. That's the first time this car is actually broken since I had it turboed, so not too bad of a break in my opinion. So I made it back home, and you can probably see, I think it literally slammed into the freaking strut tower over here. There's like a chip in the paint, so that's pretty crazy. I guess what happened was I saw that the needle was pegged right at 15 psi, and when I went to go into second gear, I let my foot off, obviously, to shift gears because I don't do the full throttle shift really. So I let my foot off, and as I let my foot off and went to put it in second, the throttle blade shut when you let your foot off, and that's the blow-off valve's job, is to vent. And I guess what happened was this guy, he blew off, and he blew right off of everything. So that's pretty damn funny. I don't think this guy's blown up. I think it just, the snap ring blew off. Maybe it's a bad fitting. I'm not really sure. But maybe I'll look into upgrading blow-off valves. I don't know, I always liked the way this one sounded. I'll probably try to put this one back on. If I have more problems with it after this, I'm trying to tighten these screws up too, these are probably loose. But I may try to end up putting a new blow-off valve on it eventually. But for right now, I think we're probably just gonna have to put it back on, and we'll see where we go from there. But this higher boost level is definitely kicking. Well guys, I guess that's all she wrote for tonight. I'm going to be working on a friend's car later. I'm going to do his brakes for him. So I'm going to leave this thing here for now. Naturally aspirated and everything. Bit of a shame, but it is what it is, you know. All good things got to come to an end. But we'll get her fixed. Don't even sweat it. I got to get this thing back together, but I also have to, you know, finish the rest of the car too. So I'm working on all that stuff. I'm doing all the sanding. I promise it shouldn't be too long. I did buy new moldings for the lower window trim, so I just got to figure out, I got all these new moldings, so I want to paint the chrome gloss black first, and I want to paint these as well. So I have these that are in good shape that I had on the car. Got new ones of these because these were all beat up. I have all these but one, and I want to see about getting the rubber that goes in here. That may be something I can always just get later on, so I'll probably just paint these and worry about getting that rubber at a later date. But yeah, for the most part, pretty much there. Just got to start putting the trim on, but I don't want to do that until everything is 100% buffed, and I still want to do some more buffing on this, even though it may look good on camera. In person, I can still see some minute scratches, so I'm going to hit it once again with heavy cut, I think, over the whole car. And then I'm going to go into like a micro polishing. I'm going to get some microfiber cloths and stuff, and we'll see if we can get rid of all the swirls and then make this thing look nice. Somebody's in a hurry. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I know that it's broken, but it is not the end of the world. It is pretty minor, and of all things to break, that's definitely a good one. So not the end of the world. We'll get it fixed and it'll be up and running soon. But thank you guys for watching, and if you made it all the way to the end, then I beg you to subscribe because the channel's growing, and we are almost at 2,500 subs. I'd like to get it to 2,500 subs. I think that would be sweet. You know, we're getting there. I appreciate all the support from you guys and everybody watching and liking the videos and commenting, and it keeps me going for sure. I know this is probably more of what you guys want to see, me driving the car. Fortunately it broke and I couldn't really show you any more good pulls, but hopefully you got like 1 or 2 good pulls in there. But yeah, the car is always a work in progress, guys. As stuff breaks, we'll fix it and make it better. And 15 PSI is absolutely crazy. It sucks that I hit boost cut in 4th gear. I'm gonna maybe try to either turn it back down, or maybe if I can go like a half a turn on the boost controller. I don't know if I can do that, but I'll give it a shot, because I'd like to make like 13 pounds would be nice. 15 pounds is quite a bit. So maybe I'll try to back it off just a little bit, and we'll see. Maybe it'll go back down to 10 pounds, and that boost controller is just super weird like that. I really should get an electronic boost controller, but I'm rambling now. I'm going to stop, and I'm going to end the video. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.